Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Today we're going over to a beer that I've picked up at John's Wine Company in St Ives, and it's Brewing Co. We actually went to the brewery and then discovered that Google had got it wrong, and basically or we didn't read it properly, one of the two, that the brewery is only open outside in August. However, since then, they've actually been building. And when we went over to their brewery, we went down this little lane, got to the end of the lane. There's parking around another corner. But we got there, and they was obviously doing some sort of woodwork or something. Didn't get out of the car and ask, and make myself known. You don't want to disturb people. But anyway, this is Brewing Company, and then just opened their tap room at that location. So yeah, we were literally a few days early. We could have got in probably and had a few words and maybe sampled a beer. You never know. Should have asked, shouldn't we? It is what it is, Brewing Co. And this is their Consols Cornish Bitter. There we go. We'll read what it says. Oh gosh. So unfined, unfiltered, 4%. Brewing Co. 2020, St Ives, Cornwall. So there we go. Easy going, crisp, fruity and balanced. Great beers, handcrafted in small batches on an old mine site in St Ives. Unfined, unfiltered, no nonsense. Minebrewing.com. At Minebrewing Co. Hops are Fuggles, East Kent Goldings. Yeast is Nottingham, SO4. Where was I born? Where do I live? Nottingham. Colour is pale amber. Aroma is biscuit. Taste is caramel biscuit. And yeah, Console, St Ives, Cornwall, TR26 2HW. So please follow these guys on social media, and you may well get to the tap room and it'll be open on a certain day of the week at least. Oh, it's Sunday afternoon. We've just had the grandkids for about 5 hours. Sunday dinner, and now we're both knackered, and time to chill out, maybe have a kip, which is what I'm doing straight after this beer review. I'm going to go up the house and suitably going to have a bit of a nap. So yeah, unfined, unfiltered. So you're going to get bottle conditioned, I assume. You're going to get a hazy looking bitter with the right colour, just hazy. It is what it is. A white head on that. It's got that caramel, copper looking, even brown, sort of pour. Yeah, certainly caramel on the nose, a bitterness in the aroma. Ooh. Proper good old fashioned modern traditional beer. Not worrying about taking out the thing is, if you know, if you don't, you don't. But when you put finings into beer, it strips flavour, clears the beer, so you get a clear beer, but it strips the flavour out of the beer. So in a lot of ways you want it hazy. Yes, it doesn't look as, shall we say, as crowd pleasing as a clear beer would look, but taste wise better, aroma wise better. Oh, it's tasting lovely. Yeah, gutted we didn't get to visit the brewery. Should I have asked and knocked on and said, excuse me, is your brewery open? And they would have probably said, no, it's not open, we're busy, we're getting it ready for next week. Oh, sorry. Then I may have nattered that I do beer reviews and all that sort of shit, and they might have said, "Yeah, well, I still don't care, mate. Don't go shit, piss off." And and I can quite understand that as well. Yeah, who cares if you do beer reviews or not? But there would have been a chance that possibly that we could have had a beer there, maybe bought some of their beers, because I'm sure that if we can buy their beers in bottle from a shop, they would have had beers in bottle there. So kind of missed out there. You know, I did buy 3 or 4 beers of theirs from that John's Wines, so you know, I haven't missed out totally. A new brewery for Raggy's beer reviews. I actually visited the outdoor tap room. It was closed, but I visited. Didn't take a video. Why did I not take a video? But they'll know of me after this beer review, if they even bother with Facebook. You know, I assume they do, but you never know. But yeah, today's Sunday. It's been a good day, you know. One of them days where you sort stuff out. We've been on holiday literally just last week, and we had good internet, but the TV was crap, so we had no TV. And I plugged me USB hard drive in, and the videos came up on like a tenth of the screen, and it's like, oh, I've never seen it like it in my life. Not since the very early days of HDMI. So I've found some of my old devices, like my old Android boxes that I used to have, and then the first oh bloody hell, what do you call them? Amazon HDMI devices. Couldn't remember what you called them there. But yeah, and so I've set them both up today. So next time we go away, I can either use my hard drive to watch videos, and if it's got anything like any sort of decent internet, I can plug in the Amazon HDMI thing and watch that, and watch you know, Prime, Disney and other things. Which, when it's later in the evening, you know, sometimes it's nice to chill out, watch a film, and not go to bed early, you know, just chill out and watch something. Oh, it's nice. I'm back to work tomorrow. I've had a good 2 days off work. I didn't finish on Friday till 4 o'clock, so I actually was working later than I would normally do on a Friday. Normally I finish quite early, but I did 2 gardens, so yeah, it is what it is. The status quo going forward into the winter months is that most probably I'll be working on Saturdays to catch up on gardens, you know. But all puts money in the kitty, and that's a good thing in the long run, you know. So yeah, certainly caramel. A subtle fruitiness to come in. A nice bitter taste to it. Hazy. So on that border between modern traditional, which is always clear. You know, you don't get many modern traditional beers that are hazy. You don't. But on the other side of things, like craft beers, it's in the sweet zone between modern traditional and craft. You know, that hazy but still modern traditional. Yeah, very enjoyable it is as well. Would I drink it again? The answer is yes. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.4 out of 5. Yeah, a very enjoyable beer. and that is my review. Sad that we didn't say hello. You know, if anybody, if the people who own Mind Brewing follow that, the beer review world, they're bound to have heard of Raggy's Beer Reviews. Maybe, who knows? Probably not. But you know, try and do what I can for positivity towards beer reviews. And another new brewery for me. You know, I've got 2 more of theirs. I've got Adit, which is an IPA, and Booking, which is a Cornish mild. So 2 more of their beers to, you know, celebrate into the world. And that's my review. Hope everyone's well. Today's Sunday. You'd probably see this by about Wednesday or Thursday. I'm a bit in front at the moment because literally I've got so many videos going to the channel. But over the winter months that'll all die down quite fast, I suppose. And you know, and we'll go from there. But yeah, fantastic beer, well worth trying, and we'll see you soon. Cheers all.